Hi guys, Kirk here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. What we're going to do today is we're going to show you how we apply a Santa Barbara smooth mission finish. Now, there's been a lot of talk about you can do one coat, not that I'm aware of. Hold on, or go ahead, Jay. When you do a Santa Barbara smooth mission finish, number one is the day before you want to clean your mixer. I went ahead and I cleaned my mixer all day yesterday, got all the clumps out, because the product we're spreading, one sec Jay please, the product we're spreading is like taping mud. It's got very little aggregate. It's like 30 weight aggregate. It's very, very, very fine. And what we're going to do is 2 coats. That's the proper way to do a Santa Barbara smooth mission finish. And what Jay is doing over here, he's putting on the 1 coat. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on the 1 coat. Jake over here is putting on a coat also. We're going to knock the top out. We're going to double up immediately, then drop it down and double up the bottom. And on this particular one, we have a kind of a twist where the fellow emailed me this picture, and it's Santa Barbara. See if you could zoom in. I really doubt. My computer had a hard time getting this photograph right here. Well, what it is, it's 2 coats, and it's Santa Barbara smooth mission finish. You can see a lot of cat faces. That's where I could tell that it's the 2nd coat. Then they floated it, so it's half Santa Barbara, half float finish. We give folks whatever they want. Anyhow, what we're going to do here is we're going to spread this out. So we'll show you a minute of spreading it, and then go ahead. You guys can start now. Okay. What I'm doing, guys, I'm leaving a little bit of lip because this bull nose, I'm putting a little bit on the top here too. Come here. Okay. And what we're all going to do is touch. Jay's going to come right to me. I'm going to go right to Jake, then we're going to turn right back around and put a 2nd coat on. You guys can watch and see how we do this in case any of you folks want to do a Santa Barbara smooth mission finish. You got to know what you're doing if you're doing this. Brand new buckets. Jake and I and Jason been doing this stuff for years, so this is the best system I know how to do it. Let me touch Jake. As soon as I touch Jake here, we're going to put the 2nd coat on. A lot of determines too. Let's drop down, fellas, and put the 1st coat on the bottom. This wall's still a little too wet. A lot of Santa Barbara smooth mission finish determines the walls, midday, early morning, how much water you put in it. That kind of dictates when we can do our 2nd coat. We're not ready for the 2nd coat yet, so we're going to move the scaffold back and put the next coat. But when we return back, we'll have the bottom plastered with the 1st coat, then we're going to be putting the 2nd coat. We'll show you that when we get to that stage. Okay guys, we're going to put the 2nd coat on. Here's another thing Dan pointed out. He said, man, that looks good, Dad. It's a chatter. pretty much. You just put your first coat on. I've done this about 15 times on 15 houses at least, where we just do the chatter mark. There's only one coat used in Santa Barbara, or we sometimes use 20-30. Just one coat, steel trowel it. I've done that quite a bit of times, so that looks good too. But for the sake of what he wants, we're going to do the second coat. All right, guys, let's put the second coat on. Another thing too, you got to know when to put that second coat on. If you put it on when it's too wet, it's useless. It's got to be just about right, like what Jake's doing right here. That's just about right. Nice. And that has to set up about 10 minutes, sometimes a half hour, depending on the consistency of suction. And depending on when it's ready, then we're going to come back and steel trowel it a little bit more. Plus, on this particular finish, we're going to put some float lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this second coat a little bit. Second coat, I'm going to start about right here. Hold on, Lou. You folks get the idea. And then when this sets up a little bit, I take my trowel and just go over it. And we want some cat faces here and there. We want some divots. And I'm using a swimming pool trowel. I tend to use my square trowel when I get to a corner. But doing a Santa Barbara smooth mission finish, my personal opinion is a round trowel comes out a lot nicer. If we say we weren't going to put any chatter marks or any float marks, pull trowel is the best to do for this. Next, you'll see us when we complete this whole wall, and I'm steel troweling it, the final completion. Okay, guys, we're back. I'll just show you how we do this last phase. I've let this wall sit about an hour and a half because it's very, very cold here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my float and lightly hitting it. We have two coats on this traditional Santa Barbara smooth mission finish wall. Generally, if we wait another 10-15 minutes, I can just steel trowel it and get it smooth, but that's not what they want. What they do want is this. I take my and you see, now what that does, it gives me cat faces here and there with the two coats. It gives me the float finish that you could see below. And what they want too is they want a lot of different variations in the color. Old world, you can call it, a lot of names. But when you sponge float it, you use a lot of water, the moisture absorbs differently. And so when this dries, it's going to be a lot of colors. It's not going to be solid in appearance. Let me show you what we've done on this garage. I'll show you the rear here. This was done. And the side here. Ooh, you get a view of the mixer over there. Anyhow, that's an old world finish. It's a two-coat Santa Barbara, technically. Now, again, if I would have waited, I could have got it smooth, but that is not what these folks are looking for. Anyhow, guys, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Hope you learned something about Santa Barbara finishes. And as usual, we'll see you guys on the next one.